big bam lamb. Whoa. Well, I'm the friendless stranger in the black sedan. Won't you hop in?
One-hit wonders happen to the best of us. So join me today as we count down our top list of one-hit wonders, starting with number 20, Love Hurts. Although first recorded by the Everly Brothers in 1960, the song gained international fame when it was re-recorded by Nazareth in 1974. The group had 3 UK hits under their belts when they released Love Hurts, and it reached its peak at number 8 on the Billboard Hot 100 in April of 1976. The band would continue to record and tour, but would never again break into the top 40s. Nazareth's version had a much more emotional vocal delivery, making it an incredible one-hit wonder. And at number 19, Smiling Faces Sometimes. This hit smash was recorded in September of 1971 and opened with what sounded like an abrupt air horn, followed quickly by a deep bass line. It was also the only major hit record of The Truth's career. It's a darkly beautiful song with a sophisticated yet menacing vibe, thanks to a brilliant arrangement and stunning instrumentation. Moving on next to number 18, Spirit in the Sky. Released in late 1969 by Norman Greenbaum, the psychedelic rock anthem hit number 3 on the Billboard's Hot 100 in April 1970, and it sold over 2 million copies. The song's mix of fuzzy, distorted guitar riffs, hand claps, and gospel-inspired lyrics made it an instant classic. After none of his subsequent songs charted, he found himself broke, and so he stepped away from the music industry and began working as a cook. Still, songs as iconic as Spirit in the Sky deserve to live on forever. At number 17, it's Smoke from a Distant Fire.
You left me here on your way to paradise.
This track was recorded at the Music Shoals Sound Studio and released in 1977 by the Sanford Townsend Band. Smoke from a Distant Fire captured the raw anger of a lover realizing he's been cheated on. His lyrics served as a masterclass in bitterness. Sanford and Townsend released a few more singles, but nothing ever hit as hard, which led to the end of their band. This song captured lightning in a bottle by serving up Townsend's blue-eyed soul with a side of funky guitar riffs. Moving on to number 16, it's I Can't Stand the Rain. Eruption took this song, which was originally a modest hit from Ann Peebles in 1973, and gave it a funky, disco-fueled makeover. Eruption turned up the energy of the song, adding a disco beat and powerhouse performance by Precious Wilson. Sadly, Eruption became a victim of the 1979 disco backlash, never having another hit, and eventually disbanding by 1980. The song was bold and dramatic, transforming feelings to the dance floor. At number 15, we've got Venus. Released in the US on October 1969, the song hit number 1 in February 1970 and remained in the top 40 for 11 weeks. The song's twangy guitar intro pulls you in before you know what's happening. Shocking Blue never reproduced its original success in the United States and ultimately disbanded in 1973 after selling 13 million records. At number 14, it's Go Back. Krabby Appleton were formed in 1970 in Los Angeles, California, when guitarist-singer Michael Finley and drummer Phil Jones met each other at the Sunset Strip Club. Krabby Appleton's music offered a delightful blend of pop rock with a joyous late 60s feel, contrasting the heavier rock explosion occurring in the UK around 1970. Their members were struggling to choose a direction to go, and in the end, they decided it was easier to break up. Go Back was the ultimate Krabby Appleton release, even though it was a one-hit wonder. Coming in at number 13, it's Mississippi Queen.
Mississippi Queen.
Mountain recorded the song in August of 1969 and released it in 1970 on their debut album, Climbing. Mississippi Queen revolutionized hard rock with its raw, unpolished power. Fights over drugs, sex, and inflated egos brought about the band's separation in 1972. Often listed among the most popular rock songs of all time, Mississippi Queen was sadly a one-hit wonder. Coming in at number 12, it's Brandy, You're a Fine Girl. This 1972 chart topper released by Looking Glass follows Brandy, a Port Town barmaid caught between love and duty. Looking Glass created a fictional character so vivid the listeners still debate her real-life inspiration decades later. The band never managed another hit, and their success vanished almost as quickly as it arrived, and by 1973, they had disbanded. On to number 11, it's Come and Get Your Love. Released as a single in 1974 by Redbone, the song made it to the Billboard Top 10, peaking at number 5 on April 13, 1974, becoming the group's biggest hit. Redbone became the first ever group of Native Americans to reach so high on the American pop charts. Due to business disagreements, the departure of members, and the unfortunate stroke of Lolly Vasquez Vegas in 1995, the band ultimately disbanded. As we're getting ready to move on into the back half of our list, as always, if you're enjoying the show, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. Now, coming in at number 10, In the Summertime.
In the summertime when the weather is hot.
Mungo Jerry's hit song In the Summertime was released on the eve of the Hollywood Music Festival in May of 1970. It hit number 3 in September of 1970 and sold over 30 million copies, making it one of the best-selling singles of all time. But due to the band's ever-changing lineups and inconsistency, the band ultimately broke up. Moving on to number 9, All Right Now.
She stood in the street.
The band Free released its hit single in the UK on May 15, 1970. About 4 months later, it became an immediate hit, going to number 2 in the UK and number 4 in the US. Free never had another charting song as the original lineup broke up back in 1972. Loudon Wainwright's hit song Dead Skunk was released in November of 1972.
You got your dead skunk in the middle of the road.
People just couldn't get enough of it. The song was a hit from the moment it left the studio, ranking number 16 on the Billboard Hot 40. Even though Dead Skunk was his only top 40 hit, he's had a long career as an acclaimed singer-songwriter with over 20 albums and 3 Grammy nominations under his belt. Coming in at number 7, we've all been guilty of it once or twice, it's Kungfu Fighting.
Everybody was kung fu fighting.
Released in the early 70s, at a time when the world was gripped by Kung Fu craze, it was a song by Carl Douglas. It also sold an astonishing 11 million copies worldwide and became one of the biggest-selling singles of all time. Bidoo launched a successful career as a producer. Billy Douglas recorded a few more singles but ended up set in a music production company. Coming in at number 6, it's Play That Funky Music. Recorded as a single in April of 1976 by Wild Cherry, this song was born out of desperation. Play That Funky Music was a top 10 smash on the Billboard charts in 1976, which led to an American Music Award, 2 Grammy nominations, and an appearance on the Grammy broadcast. Unfortunately, their follow-up album didn't catch fire with the public, and 3 years later, they disbanded. Here we go, moving into our top 5. At number 5, it's Don't Leave Me This Way. Recorded by Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes with a soulful lead vocal by Teddy Pendergrass, it was released on their 1975 album, Wake Up Everybody. The song didn't get much attention until Thelma Houston recorded it for her in the late 1976 album, Any Way You Like It. Unfortunately, the group split in 1988, with each going on to pursue individual solo careers. Coming in at number 4, it's Dancing in the Moonlight.
Everybody's dancing in the moonlight.
Sherman Kelly wrote and recorded Dancing in the Moonlight in 1969 as an escape from a traumatic experience that he'd suffered through. King Harvest decided to record the song, and their version of the tune became a major success, hitting the upper reaches of the charts in both the US and Canada in 1972. None of the band's follow-up releases matched the chart's heights of Dancing in the Moonlight, and the group later disbanded. Coming in at number 3, it's Baby Come Back.
Baby, come back.
This song was released in late 1977 by the band Player, and it hit number 1 in January of 1973. Peter Beckett and J.C. Crowley, reeling from broken hearts, poured their emotions into Baby Come Back. But internal squabbles, record company issues, and changing musical tastes became their doom. They broke up by the end of 1978. Swinging in with the Bam Badam at number 2, it's Black Betty.
Whoa, Black Betty, bam, lamb, whoa.
This song was written by an anonymous writer, recorded by the band Ram Jam, and became one of 1977's most memorable hits. The song is said to have its roots as far back as 1935, maybe much older than that, but its origin is considered to be an African-American work song. Due to multiple band member departures and some legal issues, Ram Jam disbanded shortly after this song was a big hit. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for, moving on to our number 1 hit on the list, it's Vehicle.
Well, I'm a friendless stranger in the black sedan. Won't you hop in?
Ides of March became a hit single when an 18-year-old Jim Pettick sang I'm Your Vehicle, Baby, I'll Take You Anywhere You Want to Be in March of 1970. The song reached number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100 in 1970, making the horn bands dominate the charts. But the Ides of March were unable to make another hit song, and after a switch to RCA Records in 1972, they lasted one more year before finally calling it quits. Vehicle was one of the biggest hits in the jazz rock era. So which of these songs was your absolute favorite? Let us know in the comments section down below.